One thing that really stood out about Jake, and it was the impact of his love.
Okay, good morning, Cole. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and speak with us today. I know I'm so excited to learn about Jake's legacy and about you and what it means to be a Gold Star mom. So thank you so much for coming to speak with us today.
Hey, we really appreciate it. The whole committee, and I know Bill and I and the whole family really appreciate the opportunity to come speak with you.
So to start off, who is a Gold Star mother? Can you talk a little bit about that?
I can. I'll actually give you a little bit of history about it.
Okay.
There was a mother by the name of Grace Siebold, and her son volunteered in 1917 to fight in World War I. He was killed in action, and actually his body was never recovered. With her grief, she decided to redirect it into a ministry. So she began to minister to other mothers who had also lost children. And that's really kind of how it all started. They had an attire that they would wear for mourning, so it included a gold star badge on their shoulder, but then they also placed a gold star in the window so people would know that that family had lost a loved one. With Jake's service, there were two women who waited for hours to meet with me, and they presented me this lapel. And you know, I will say it's a badge that no mother, no family wants to wear, but I mean, at the same time, you wear it proudly because of what it stands for and in the remembrance, in my case, in the remembrance of Jake.
So tell me a little bit about Jake and his life and his personality.
Jake had a wonderful personality. He really did. He was fun-loving, was a jokester, would get people in trouble because he joked so much. But I think the biggest thing that I was trying to remember, maybe one thing that really stood out about Jake, and it was the impact of his love. Let's see if I can do this. Jake really loved deeply, and he loved generously. He had this huge, huge heart for everyone. You know, the family didn't really understand just how deep that was, you know, until after Jake passed, and so many of his friends and people that we didn't even know would come up to us and share how their life was changed after Jake passed. Whether it was a friend who had a substance abuse problem, who left a letter at Jake's marker at Floral Gardens saying that Jake would be proud of him because, you know, he was really trying to do better and be half the man that Jake was. And when Jake was growing up, you know, he had his struggles like any child does, and many, many times did I get called to school to go see what was going on with Jake. But I always shared with him the importance. I said, you know, it doesn't really matter what you do, what you're going to end up doing for a living, how all that works out, but the important thing is that you become a good man. And that became his motto.
I know that you and your husband Bill created Run the Jake to honor him, and everyone here at Crumley Roberts, we are just so excited and we are so proud and honored to be the sponsor. Can you tell us a little bit about the race and how you guys are going out into the community helping other families? Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. So Bill and I, actually it was Bill's heart that started the thought of doing a 5K in Jake's honor. Both Bill and I were runners. Jake, especially after he got through boot camp, was a really good runner, and he would always pick on Bill about how he could outrun him. But we had our first event in 2017, and within our first 3 years, we were able to donate over $60,000. And this year's a special year. This year marks Jake's 10th anniversary on November 13th. It will be 10 years. This year, our benefactor is going to be the Patriot Military Family Foundation. They focus on disabled veterans and their whole family, so they take a holistic approach in Dillon with a family. They also have a program called Project Eagle, and that is where our funds are going to be directed. And this program is designed to do one thing. It is to build homes for veterans or to build a new home for a Gold Star family. And the premise behind it is similar to Habitat for Humanity. They raise money, everything's done volunteer, and we were blessed when we met with Rick Campbell with the organization. They already had a family in Vass, North Carolina. So once we heard that they have a Project Eagle program, immediately as a Gold Star mother, I thought how awesome that would be that this year we can impact another Gold Star family. We're pleased that we have so many veteran programs that we're associated with, because that's our heart. To not just remember Jake, which we want to do, but to really have an impact in someone else's life. And I believe that this year is going to be extra special in reference to that. And like I said, it's not something that a family would choose, but it's something that we want to make sure to honor and respect all those who've given their lives for our freedom, and then also to honor those who are currently serving or have served. And that's the other side of what we do, is really trying to show honor and respect for those men and women.
Cole, to close, through your experience, what would you say to another Gold Star mom or another Gold Star family to comfort them during this time?
The thing that comforted me the most after Jake passed was another Gold Star mother reached out to me, and her son had been killed in August, and she came to Jake's service, and the fact that I felt no one understood what I was going through, she was able to help me to understand that I wasn't alone. Of course, being close with family and having support of your family and your church is essential when you're suffering a loss. But there are other organizations and other women that would love to team up with a Gold Star mother and help her through. And I would really suggest that if a new Gold Star family were notified, that they reach out to someone else who's been through it. And that's where I received my most comfort.